Alright, what's up? It's your boy Q back at with another video. Today I was gonna talk about the Suicide Squad new video. Oh, let me start over. How's your day going? I hope it's going great. I hope you're enjoying your day, and I hope it went fine. I'm back at it again with another video, and today I will be talking about, well, I was gonna talk about the Suicide Squad movie, but that came out too early. It just came out a few days ago, so I'm gonna give it time for people to see it themselves and understand it themselves and watch it for themselves. And so I won't spoil it, because spoilers are bad. I hate spoilers. It's one of the things I hate. So today I'm gonna be talking about the Space Jam movie, new Space Jam movie that just came out with LeBron. I think it's LeBron. Yeah, LeBron James. Is it LeBron James? Yeah, I think it's LeBron James. So yeah, LeBron James. I felt like that the old Suicide Squad, the old Space Jam was better. Michael Jordan, because it kept the craziness of the Looney Tunes and themselves and the characters, and made it more about them. Like it did do about Michael Jordan's career and how it was great and how he was a good basketball player. But I feel like it stuck to Space Jam, like, you know, being Space Jam. Like, I feel like they could have keeping the name Space Jam is good, but like, but then again, it was Space Jam New Legacy. So I'm not saying it was good, but I'm not saying it was bad. But if I had to choose between the new Space Jam and the old Space Jam, I would pick the old Space Jam, because I feel like I feel like that was a good movie. Because one, I love Michael Jordan. I don't know that much about basketball, but I know both of them are great basketball players, LeBron James and Michael Jordan. I was about to say Michael B. Jordan, but that's an actor. I'm dead. But yeah. But I felt like it was good because the way it went off in Space Jam, where he was like, you know, getting the powers of the All-Star NBA players because they were abducted by aliens and they took the power. Like, for the past few days, like when I was watching the movie, I definitely got a basketball, and I know everybody did this. Comment down in below if you did this. I got a basketball and I touched it, and I act like that I was getting my basketball skills back, even though I'm terrible at basketball. But like, oh yeah, what's that line that that basketball player say? Charles Barkley. He's like, oh yeah, pass me the rock. I got my powers back. And he shot it and all that. But that was great. And I felt like one thing I can say about the Space Jam New Legacy, I feel like the graphics were better because it was up to date about what 2021 was. Like, more of the people staying inside playing video games, and people thinking about it like, oh yeah, video games are fun, video games are entertaining. Now, myself, I did not find a message in this movie about it, like what it says to the audience or what it's trying to get out there to the people. If you know, post that in the comments below. But yeah, I feel like when you see it, it was so much graphics. It was more of CGI and more data and more of a trying to get in with the 2021 vibe. Because it took how you would play a video game, and most video games today that are basketball related, it's not just, oh yeah, I score a point and that's it. No, it's like I step on a power up, or I do a special move, and it makes my shot 3 times than what it was. It turns 2 points into 5. Like, it's crazy. But the old Space Jam, it still was good because it showed, like, you know, a legend, a legacy, Michael Jordan. And, you know, it said that even though he doesn't play basketball anymore, he's still a legend to this day, you know? He still could probably step on the court and cross up anybody out there. Like, people who are basketball players today, they look up to Michael Jordan because he was such a great basketball player. Even though he went from basketball to baseball, like, it was still, and to golf. Because I think he played baseball, golf, and basketball. I think that was the 3 things that he did. I'm not sure. Don't fact check me. I'm not saying that the stuff I say is right, because I know a little bit about sports. But I feel like he did do those 3 things. Now, I remember him going back to was doing baseball. It was either baseball or golf. He was doing one of those for a while. I'm gonna say baseball, and then he went back to basketball for one more year at the Chicago Bulls, I believe so. Number 23. I'm not sure. Don't fact check me. Don't fact check me. I don't know, but I'm going off of mind what I think. But I felt like the movie was great. Like because I grew up myself watching Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny, Tweety Bird, and all that. Like to see them being changed from the old one and like just like regular basketball. Oh yeah, Tasmanian Devil spinning, or like them being loony and just being crazy. But then in the new legacy, they have them where like they're to bring them to life, and they're CGI. They're not just cartoons anymore. They're living people, living creatures, and all that. And it makes them seem like how real they are. And the graphics on them was amazing, and all the stuff that I loved it because like the Goon Squad and what's another one? The Goon Squad. What were the other people called in Space Jam? The old one. The Monstars. You could tell the difference because like it was more high tech. Like there were, once again, it went from old school to new school because I don't know when Space Jam itself was made, but it was at a later time because you know Michael Jordan was an old soul, and technology wasn't what it was back then now that it is now. Like I feel like myself, they could have kept on Michael Jordan, but the person who they cast was very good. LeBron James was a good person to cast. He did a good job. He did an amazing job because it really is hard to in the movie. When you're working with cartoon characters and something that's not real, there's no one really there. It's just the actor and a green screen, or the actor in a real place. Like they're just talking to themselves. It's like I'm doing with you as a YouTuber. You guys are here, but you're not here with me. It's just me talking to myself in my phone, in my camera. So it's very hard if you can't, you know, make that a reality. Like to have that imagination of where, oh yeah, these are real characters, these are real things, and I'm seeing them here today, and I'm here when I'm laughing, I'm acting, and I'm doing all this stuff. So I feel like both of the movies together, they were good. But I didn't really, not to say understand, but I feel like, you know, when some people think they're about to make another Space Jam, or like they make it a sequel, you think that it's gonna be the same as it was at the first movie, but that's not true. Like you hope, oh yeah, Michael Jordan. Like a lot of people probably hope, oh yeah, Michael Jordan was in it again, and he was just gonna be more high tech like it was, and he's gonna do it all over again. But then again, LeBron James did do a good job. He did do the character justice of like just how in Aladdin, Will Smith did Robert Downey Jr. No, that's Iron Man. Did what's his name? Oh my God, I can't think of his name right now. Did them justice, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Post in the comments if you know. But I feel like that you can cast anybody in any role. Not anybody, but someone who you know that will do the character justice. Like how I just said, how Will Smith did the guy who killed himself. I don't know his name. He was dealing with some tough stuff. I don't know his name. But yeah, he did all that. He did the role perfectly. But to go on like the graphics on both of them, let's say this. So in the original Space Jam, the graphics were amazing. Like they weren't amazing, but they took what they had. Like so much money goes into making a movie, and they did well with it, because when you do, it's a difference between having real people in a movie and having cartoons in a movie. Because when there's a cartoon, you can do so much with it. You can change it up. You can do more that you would with real people, because with real people, you can't just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stretch their arm all the way across the hoop. And be like, no, that's not what you can do, because you can do that. They did that in a way, like, because they could do it, and that's how it was. I feel like they did a good job. Like the graphics can only go so far when you're doing like a real live movie. Like when you're doing with actresses and all that, you can only take you can only throw in special effects, not special effects, CGI so far, because like, to make them like, to say if these were real people playing basketball, it wouldn't be the same as Looney Tunes doing Looney things. Like, not to say the movie would be boring, but I don't want to think it would be as fun as it would be. Like, it wouldn't be as, you know, entertaining as it would be. Like, it would just be a regular game of basketball. Like, people enjoy sports and people love that, but it wouldn't be as like, oh, woohoo, Looney Tunes, my favorite show as I was growing up as a kid. Like, from baby Looney Tunes to the Looney Tunes that it is now, and it's okay, but it's not great. Like, you know, let me not get off track, but I'm going to say that at the end of the video. So, and then let's talk about the graphics in Space Jam New Legacy. Graphics in Space Jam New Legacy were amazing. The fact that, like, they took a real life video game and made it into a basketball game. Like, they took basketball to the next level, from where, like, people think, like, oh, you thinking of, like, if I could just jump really high, I would have made that shot. Or if I could just throw a fastball and slow down time, that would be amazing. Or I could just turn into water or turn into fire and burn up the whole field. Like, it's your imagination being out of hold. Like, it's not, your imagination not being tamed. Like, it's like saying, oh yeah, if I could do anything on the basketball court that I ever wanted to do, I would do it now. Like, this is what that movie shows. Like, it shows, like, the impossible can be, sorry, there was a bug on my window. The impossible can be impossible. So, I was about to say the impossible can be impossible. Y'all know what I mean. The impossible can become possible. So, yeah. Like, it's just real great because, you know, the graphics were amazing. They did the character justice. Like, you got to give props to actors where they, you know, see that there's no one there, but they still do their best. Like, they're like, me, myself, I'm not an actor. But, like, if I was in that role to do it where I would have to be high-fiving digital characters, like, oh, yeah, Bugs Bunny, good job. Now, Bugs Bunny, Lord, I would be looking off to the side every time. I'd be like, oh, yeah, oh, am I supposed to be over here? Am I supposed to be slapping my hand over here? Because, you know, you got to be ready for that. You got to be ready for, like, oh, yeah, Bugs Bunny just said something to you. Now you got to give him a half five. Or Lola said, pass me the rock. Now you got to pass the rock to Lola. Like, it's different stuff you have to do. And the graphics were amazing. Like, I know I said that a lot, but the graphics were amazing. Because I'm repeating myself, because they took a game and they made it reality. Like, what's his name? Why can't I think of their name right now? You know what I should have did? I should have looked up these names before. I'm going to prepare. These are me. This is the rough draft. I'm going to be preparing ready for these videos. But yeah, but y'all know his name. The guy. What's his name? Oh my God, I can't think of it right now. But I know it. So yeah. He did a good job being that digital effects, being the editor in the movie. And doing all that stuff. He did a good job. Like, he turned the game into something else. And then the fact that, like, you feel like you needed an upgrade. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking, I feel like that this movie did have a lesson. It shows you to, and I'm not an adult, I'm not a parent or nothing, but I feel like it tells you, like, even though you want your kids to do great, even though you want them to be successful, even though you want them to be just like you and love what you do and be interested in what you do, they can't, because, you know, every person is different. Like me, myself, I don't know. I have yet to find, well, no, I found my interest. I wanted to be a cook. I wanted to be a chef. And then there's other people doing other things. Like my father, he was a banker, I believe. I don't know. Don't take me up on that. But he wasn't a banker. He was like, I don't know. But we both did different things. Like you don't grow up to be like your parents. You don't grow up to be what they want to do. Like, there's different things that people want to do and you can't do the same thing. And I feel like that took in the message. Like I said in my last video, if you just listen, it would make the world a better place, you know? If you took the time to listen to what people say, other than just trying to run your mouth and get your point across, things would be so much easier. Because people don't listen to what you have to say. They just want to hear what they have to say and know that their answer is right. And I'm not saying I'm not that type of person, because I am. Because sometimes I just want to get my point across. But I feel like this movie, it helps you understand, if you listen to what your child or an adult or whoever you are have to say, you'll know that what they're doing is amazing. Like like when LeBron James finally saw what his son had created what his son had done and what he put into this game, he realized how amazing it was. It was a great game because he took the time to be his time and his effort and take his time to put it in this game. But then it was just like, you know, he was like, Dad, I don't want to play basketball. I don't want to do the same thing as you. I want to take my time. I like creating games. I like doing all this other stuff. Let me be me and not be like you. Because I don't want to be like you. I want to be like me. I want to be the best me, not the best you. Because it's just like saying like the fact you already had your time. And not that I'm saying that I don't love basketball. Yes, I'll play basketball in the time that I have, and I'll do it or whatever, but I won't make it a career. My career would be, his career would be great gaming, or his career would be creating games, like what he did. And it showed his dad that even though he doesn't play basketball every single day or put his heart out onto the court, he can still play basketball, but also, also enjoy his dream of being a game designer, which he did. It shows at the end of the movie how that he showed him that he should trust in his dreams of being a game designer, and that his son was created something special and saw that he created the most amazing game ever. But because he wasn't listening in the beginning when he told him that, oh yeah, this is what I want to do, but he didn't speak up for himself. Because most people, they want to make their parents happy, or they want to make not even their parents, make someone happy. They want to make someone know that, yes, I'm just, as long as you're happy and I'm miserable, it must be okay. But no, that's not what, sometimes you got to step out your comfort and say, yo, I don't want to do this. This is what I want to do, and this is when I want to do it. Like, I'm going to grow up, I'm going to do this. Like, and that's what he did. He told his dad he wanted to do gaming, but his dad was all on him like, oh no, you don't have time for this game and stuff. You can do that later, but this time you can pursue basketball and get on this court and be just like how I was. But don't fact check me now. That's the message I got from it. That's the message I got from it, where it's saying like, you know, you don't have to be who you are. Speak up for yourself, you know. Let people hear your voice. Don't let people tell you that you can't be something that you're not. Don't let people tell you that you're only made for one thing. Because then you can do anything, millions of things all over the place. And don't let people say, oh yeah, just because your dad was a basketball player, and your granddad was a basketball player, and your uncle was a basketball player, doesn't mean you have to be a basketball player. Like, you could be a chef, you could be a police officer, you could be anything you want to be. But don't let people change what you think or what you do. Like, you don't have to make someone happy. That was the movie. That's why the message I got something from the movie. Like, love what you do, and then take the time. If you speak up loud enough, people will listen. If you speak up loud enough, people will listen. That's the thing. So I feel like, so back to the movie. I feel like that was the message in the movie. Like, because he showed his dad that he was a good game designer and the game that he created was amazing. The fact that it took him getting kidnapped by the guy who played Iron Man's best friend, black best friend. Yeah, that he took him getting kidnapped to understand that his game was amazing and what he did was amazing. So yeah, it makes a completely different. But back to the movie. Between Space Jam, like I said, between Space Jam and Space Jam New Legacy, I felt like they both were amazing movies, and they both did a great job, and they both hired great NBA players to play their roles, and they did do a good job. They did show the characters well, and you gotta, like I said before, you have to hire those people who work well with. Not to say they've already done the digital editing where they have to work with things that are not really there. But you have to have those people with, like I said, imagination that can do that. That's my opinion. Now, I'm not saying that that's what people say, but I feel like it's better when people who have open mindsets that can do this and they can understand. Like I said before, High five Bugs Bunny, high five Lola Bunny, pass the rock to Lola Bunny, or tell the Tasmanian Devil to go crazy on the board. But when nobody's actually there, like we're doing now, like you guys are watching my videos, but I don't know how you guys are reacting. But because I'm, you know, used to talking a lot to myself, I can do this. And I'm not saying YouTube is easy, and not saying anyone can do it, because it does take time, it does take effort. But I'm just saying, like, when you take the time, when you take the effort, something can happen. Like, the impossible can become possible. Like, that's another message that I feel like I get for the movie. Like, yes, you can't jump high if you step on a power boost, or you can't, you know, dribble super fast, or slow down time, or turn into water, or turn into fire. Excuse me. Get some drink. But there's one thing you can do. You can make the impossible possible. You can change the fact that you can make things, I'm trying to think, you can make the impossible possible. You can change the fact that, like, you know, things that said that couldn't be done can be done, you know? Like, maybe you can't jump across the Grand Canyon in one leap, but maybe you can build something to make you go further into it, like, you know, get you halfway across, or you can do something to make it different. Like, it's just that one step that you take. It's that one time that you do. It's a difference, you know? Like, when you feel like you make the impossible possible, like when you take that leap of faith, when you do that thing that can't be done. So, but enough of the rambling, because I'm gonna try to make my videos shorter, because I'm at 21 minutes and 39 seconds. So last video was like 30 minutes. I'm gonna try to get there under lower. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I feel like both videos were good. The character selection, the people that participated in, like, when you get good actors to come together and, you know, work together and do all that other stuff, like when you get actual great actors, like, who work well together and cooperate together to make a great movie, and it's all about the director, the actors, and the people who even give it up to the voices that played the Looney Tunes. So it was just amazing. Like, and I feel like there were some funny parts in there where you see you see Bugs Bunny running over LeBron James, and you're like, I know who you are. You're LeBron James. And then and then it shows all that other stuff. But that's enough of the movie. I'm in the video now, but I feel like that it was a great movie. Tell me how you felt about it in the comments below. But tune into the next video. I'll be making more videos so often. They will be in the same area, but I'll be making videos so often, but they won't be about movies so much a lot. Now, I will talk about the Suicide Squad movie, not today, but in a further future when it's more outgoing. I can talk about more things to talk about, like comic books, superheroes, things in the world that's going on, cooking stuff, yeah, cooking stuff on this channel and making foods, because I'm sure you already seen that. Playing games, trying crazy things. Like, I am gonna do mukbangs and do a spice challenge, test my spice limit. So I'm gonna, coming up a video coming up. Put this in your notes. Spice limit. I'm gonna grab all the hottest peppers and see how many I can eat. Well, not how many I can eat, but what is my spice tolerance. I'm gonna try to buy every hot sauce, every hot pepper it is, and I'm gonna try to eat it and, you know, yeah, see what my spice limit is. But also, I'm not just gonna sit there and be like, oh, hot pepper, let's see how I'm doing. And it's a good day. Yes, it will be a funny video because I'm gonna be sweating bullets because I do not handle hot stuff that well. But yeah, I'm gonna try to change the scenery. Not gonna always be in my car. Not gonna always be over here like, oh yeah, in the car, back at it again. But yeah, once again, on the recaps of the movies, Space Jam: New Legacy. Tell me how you feel about it in the comments. Tell me how you liked it. Tell me what you liked about it, because I loved everything about it. Like, from the Looney Tunes characters itself, because I grew up watching it, and the basketball player that played Michael Jordan and LeBron James, they both did good jobs. But yeah, let me know in the comments below how you feel about the movie. Which one do you like better? Space Jam regular or Space Jam Legacy? New Legacy. But yeah, that was it. Y'all enjoy y'all rest of y'all night. It's like 8:46 where I'm at. So wherever you are in the world, enjoy your night. Enjoy yourself. All right, bye. Peace.